Event 1, Wacky Relay. First leg, tennis ball swing / bottle knockdown. May bend head and waist, but not squat or use hands at all to guide tights or tennis balls. Must knock all 6 bottles over, may not knock down with anything but the ball. Wheelbarrow. 2 people do the wheelbarrow length of court, east to west. If they stop or crash, must start again from that point. Flipper run with volleyball. While wearing flippers, person must run to the far end of the volleyball line and place ball on the legs of the first person in line. Volleyball pass. 8 people in a line pass the volleyball from the back of the line to the front of the line. The first team to get the ball to the front person is the winner. If the ball is dropped at any time, you must start the pass from the beginning. Event 2, Caterpillar Relay. All 4 teams start at half court with hands linked between legs. The first leg, walking backwards. The last person lays down, keeping hands linked, and the other 7 participants do the same as they walk backward over the next person. When the last person touches the ground with his shoulders, or close enough, he or she moves forward doing the last action in reverse. They must keep their hands linked the whole time. Once the last person is up and in the front, they move forward to the red line. If they let go, they have to start this part over. Second leg, butt crawl. They all sit on the ground in a single file line, legs forming a V, keeping hands on shoulder of the person in front of them. Then butt crawl to the end of the line of the volleyball court. Once the last person crosses the finish line, they are done. They must keep hands on shoulders at all times. If they let go, they have to start this part over. Event 3, layup relay. Each student will dribble the ball to the other end and make a layup, then dribble back and make a second layup. The next person in line may grab the basketball and proceed to do the same thing. Students are to sit down when they finish. The last person for each team must make 2 3-point shots. The final made basket stops the clock. Teams may not intentionally knock another's ball from them. If a judge deems they do, they will be disqualified and receive 0 points. Event 4, tire relay. Girls will start at the west end and boys on the east end. The volleyball court will serve as the length of the court. 8 tires will be staggered on the court around the half court. Each student is to run through the tires, placing foot on the ground. If they fall or miss a tire, such as landing a foot on the tire as opposed to in it, they must return to the start of the tires, not the beginning. They run the rest of the way and tag the next person, sit down after tagging the person, and the race will end on the west wall. Event 5, Hungry Hungry Hippos. 1 participant will lay on a furniture dolly while the other 4 will push them out to the pool of balls. Once the participant has collected as many balls as he or she deems enough, the team will pull the person back and they drop off the balls. The person must come all the way back to the zone before dropping the balls, marked by tape. If they drop outside of the zone, the judges should pick up the balls and put them back in the pool. Students will be penalized the value of each wrong colored ball that ends up in their buckets. Teams are assigned to each color: seniors orange, juniors green, sophomores yellow, and freshmen blue. Event 6, Sumo Zorb Battle. The volleyball court is the ring and each person will start on the corner end lines. On go, their job is to knock the other teams out of the court. Players may knock them down, but ultimately need to knock them out of the ring. If you step out of the ring or are knocked out of the ring, you are out. If you have been knocked down and your body and most of the Zorb is out of the ring, you shall be determined out. Event 7, Towel Tug. The course length of the volleyball court starting on the west end. Boys pull the towel with the girl holding on for dear life, and they go across the cone at the other end of the court and return to the end line. As they cross the line, they drop or hand the towel off to the next participant. If they separate from the towel, the boy must go back and get the girl. All participants must sit down once they cross the end of the line. Winners, whichever team crosses the line with all participants, and the race is finished when the last girl hits the end line. Event 8, Balloon Pop. Course length, volleyball court. Girls start on the west end, boys standing on the east end. Girls run with a balloon to the boy, and the goal is to pop it as they hug. When the girl finishes, they are to sit down at the end of the basketball court. If the balloon pops before they get to the boy, they must go back and get a new one. Keep eyes open for the balloon popping before they hug. If they drop a balloon, they need to pick it up and start from that point. The race will end when the last girl crosses the end line where she started.